Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
WWE Elimination Chamber 2022 results, winners, grades, reaction and highlights. WWE Elimination Chamber 2022 results, winners, grades, reaction and highlights. WWE made its latest stop on the road to WrestleMania in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on Saturday for its Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, headlined by a Universal Championship clash pitting Roman Reigns against Goldberg the contest, which was originally scheduled for WrestleMania 36 in 2020, topped a card that featured two of the event's titular matches, each with its own high stakes. Touting a blockbuster lineup meshing the stars of today with icons of the past, Saturday's show promised noteworthy occurrences that would set the stage for WrestleMania 38 on April 2nd to 3rd. Rey Mysterio vs. The Miz. The night's action began with a kickoff show grudge match between The Miz and Rey Mysterio. Mysterio weathered an early storm, fending off the former WWE champion and frustrating him. When the A-lister attempted to recover on the floor, Dominik Mysterio sent him back into the squared circle to face the wrath of his father. Miz slowed the pace, cutting his opponent down and working him over on the mat. He decried the presence of Dominik at ringside and then proceeded to uncork a barrage of kicks to the chest of his opponent. The elusive Mysterio caught Miz off guard, rocked him with an elbow and sent him shoulder first into the ring post with a head scissors. A seated senton and springboard crossbody earned a 2 count for the master of the 619. Late in the match, Miz took a page from Eddie Guerrero's playbook, pretending to be struck by a steel chair by Dominik. With the young competitor suddenly barred from ringside, the A-lister thought he had everything figured out. Instead, Mysterio countered the skull-crushing finale into a roll-up for the win. After the match, Rey and Dominik delivered a double 619, followed by a pair of frog splashes, to pop the crowd. Result grade C+Analysis. This was a fun, energetic start to warm up the crowd ahead of the main card. Mysterio and Miz have solid in-ring chemistry dating back many years, and it was on display here. The A-lister works well with just about anyone, and Mysterio is an icon of professional wrestling. He rarely has an underwhelming match and did not break that trend here. The hints of Guerrero were logical given how frequently he was included in the hype for the match, and Rey winning made sense given his status as the cover star for WWE's upcoming video game, WWE 2K22. Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns vs. Goldberg. Two epic entrances gave way to a titanic clash for the Universal Championship in the first match of the PPV as Roman Reigns defended against Goldberg. Goldberg struck first, delivering a spear to the champion. He set up for the jackhammer but Reigns countered into a urinage for 2. The tribal chief tried for a spear of his own, but the veteran caught him with one of his own. The WCW icon set up for another jackhammer, but Reigns countered with a guillotine choke. The title holder tightened his grip on the head of his opponent, and after a minute of Goldberg attempting to escape, he passed out and the referee called for the bell. Result: Reigns defeated Goldberg to retain the Universal Championship Grade A analysis. The idea of this match earning an A grade may be something of a surprise, but it set out to do exactly what it intended. Goldberg, the aging veteran, threw what he had at Reigns, but it became apparent very quickly that he would not be able to dethrone a world-class athlete in the prime of his career. The 55-year-old stuck to his greatest hits, and when he predictably tried for the jackhammer a second time, Reigns countered and put him to sleep with a vice-like guillotine. It was simple, effective storytelling at its best. It was also the first time Goldberg has been submitted, enhancing Reigns even more than he already has been over the last 2 years. This was the last match on Goldberg's WWE contract and probably should remain that way. At least for the time being. Let him stay away for a while so he can regain what made him special and, if he chooses to, come back hotter than he has been in recent years. Women's Elimination Chamber match. An opportunity to compete for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 38 was at stake in the next match as Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Liv Morgan, Nikki ASH and Alexa Bliss battled inside the Elimination Chamber. Morgan and ASH kicked off the action, with a new competitor joining the fray every 2 minutes. A pinfall or submission would result in an elimination, and the last woman standing would be declared the winner. Nikki controlled the opening minutes of the bout, but the arrival of Doudrop as the third entrant halted that momentum. It was only when she rushed at the Scot and collided with one of the pods that the superhero wannabe was neutralized. Ripley entered fourth, setting her sights on former tag team partner,